begin with breaking news. Officials in Isle of Wight asking some residents to evacuate their homes along Old Suffolk Road. Right now, firefighters from Windsor, Carsville, Smithfield, and the State Department of Forestry are battling this brush fire off of Route 460. These are pictures sent in by 10 on Your Side viewers showing the heavy smoke in the area. Fire officials say the evacuation is not mandatory, but they warn those of you in houses nearby the fire could move in that area and you need to move to a safer location. Now we have live team coverage of the fire. Ann McNamara is in Isle of Wight right now, and Mike Goldberg standing by in the Super Doppler 10 Weather Center to update us on the conditions in the area. First though, we begin with Ann McNamara, who joins us now by the phone. So Ann, what's it like out there right now?
Well, Katie, first and most importantly, the fire is contained. That's the latest from the Isle of Wight Emergency Management. But again, that doesn't mean it's over, and that doesn't mean it's out. It's just contained. I've been speaking to firefighters. Here's how it works when we have a brush fire of this magnitude, a couple acres. All you can do really is contain it, and that means sort of watching the borders of it and spraying them down and doing what they need to keep it in the middle, again, a couple acres, and we're hearing it's contained right now. I'm actually on Old Suffolk Road, and that's where people began to evacuate. I spoke to several of them as they were taking things in and out of their house. They're kind enough to talk to us. They were also spraying down the roofs of their home with the hoses, and what they did was they hooked up their hose to a water tanker that the fire department supplied, and they started spraying the roofs of their home, probably 5 or 6 homes in a row here on Old Suffolk Road. At the same time, the other people who lived inside, they were walking inside with important documents. They were walking out. I saw one with a wedding dress, all the things you think you might want to grab when you think about evacuating your home. So they were pretty panicked when I first got here. They sort of settled down now. Everyone's outside, sort of just standing by, waiting to leave if necessary. They're all standing outside next to their cars. The wind shifted a couple times since I've been here. At first, it was very heavy and thick in this area on Old Suffolk Road. It's now shifted toward 460, and that's just from what I'm seeing. That's no scientific, idea, but that's what I'm seeing. It's sort of shifted away from where we're standing and more toward the road. It also seems to have significantly less smoke than I first saw. Again, the fire is contained right now. We're going to continue to monitor the situation. We're standing here next to the tents they have set up for all the firefighters to get some water, get some food. Same with the residents. And one last note, if you are a resident and you did choose to evacuate, because this was not a mandatory evacuation, you can gather at the Food Lion in Windsor. That's where they said you can go if you do need extra help, extra shelter, until they get all of this equipment out of here and the fire is definitely out. Katie, that's the latest right now. We're going to continue to monitor it. Of course, we're going to bring you all those interviews we have with people as they walk in and out of the fire tonight at 11.
And just a quick question for you. Have you heard anything as to how the firefighters are doing? Any injuries battling this fire right now?
Katie, they all seem to be okay and in good spirits. Again, they're taking turns walking back and forth. And as you mentioned, there's quite a few of them here. We have 4 fire departments on scene. They're all working together. And the rescue crews are, feeding them on the back end, giving them water, and they walk back and forth. But like I said, there is a significant amount of smoke. I'm probably maybe half mile from the actual fire. But everyone I've seen walking back and forth has been okay. That doesn't mean someone hasn't inhaled too much smoke, but I haven't encountered them, and I haven't heard any of that from any of the officials I've been speaking with all afternoon.
All right, Ann McNamara in Isle of Wight, thank you very much. We'll check in with you again in just a little bit.